This really isn't happening.
How you been?
I'm fine. I'm sorry.
Oh, no worries. Hey, man. Gotta go.
What's up, guys? You always shake your hand, because if you get swine flu, you're going to blame me.
Okay.
Yeah,
We'll go.
right.
We'll go.
How you doing?
Good, man.
I swear to God, it's a true story. Last night I'm at Walmart shopping, and there's a kid checking out behind me, buying back-to-school stuff with his dad, and he had Jonas shoes. And I'm like, do you guys even know all the stuff that's out there? Did you even know there were Jonas shoes?
Well, a lot of it, it's from the television show now, and so the television show has their marketing stuff, and we have ours. So there's always new stuff out there. And
You ever see something and go, whoa, our name's on that?
sometimes I've seen a lot of interesting stuff. Pretty funny
What's
stuff.
the craziest thing your name's been on besides Jonas shoes?
I saw a talking pen the other day. That was pretty interesting.
Did you have to record?
I think they just took the audio from the movie or whatever it was, and they kind of just used it. But it was Joe, and he was talking. It was Camp Rock pen.
And what did the pen say or sing?
It just was like I just was singing a song. I think I need to find you. Pretty awesome. Pretty
You
cool.
guys say stuff like, okay, someday we're going to be, old and we're not going to be in a band anymore and we're going to remember that we had talking pens and shoes and all that. I mean, do you have a storage place somewhere? I would say
save somewhere, don't you think?
Our office has a bunch of stuff like that. But really, I think we just collect, most of our stuff. Like if we get little like pictures of things here and there from venues and sometimes they give us like little things to remember that we played here. Things like that we put in the house. It's really cool.
The moments you remember are different from what, like, someone who I'd remember.
I think for us, we remember the moments, like playing with Stevie Wonder is definitely something you're not going to forget.
Yeah.
So having pictures of that and just thinking back to that moment and being nominated for a Grammy too was pretty exciting for us. And we keep all like the Rolling Stone covers and all that too. So.
Well, you win on that one. Hey, you're going to keep the pen? No, I'll remember Stevie Wonder when we played with him.
Congratulations on the engagement, by the way,
Thank you
man.
very much.
So is your fiance, does she travel around with you guys?
She's here for the next couple of days. Yeah, she's actually in the other room. Yeah.
What does she do?
She is with us. She actually helps out with our foundation, and she helps out in coordinating the Make-A-Wishes and doing all that stuff. It's very awesome.
That's her full-time job now, so she does.
Kind of. She was doing that prior to this whole thing, so being engaged. So it's really cool.
How'd you meet her, man? Because that was like a bomb that was dropped.
Met her. We were on vacation. We lived a town apart, but never met. And we met like a long time ago, and it was about 2 years ago, and it was really a lot of fun. We've stayed in contact throughout the entire time. Really started dating, and then now of course gonna get married.
Yeah, how old are you now then?
I'm 21.
So when I got married. Okay.
Don't make the same mistake.
Yeah, don't make the
Wait,
mistake. You
wait.
can always have kids. You can always have kids. Wait. You can always have kids. Give yourself 5 minutes. You can always have kids.
How long do you get married?
We haven't officially set a date or anything yet, but we're working throughout the details. Just enjoying the engagement, having a good time.
Last time we talked to you, we were talking about Jonas, the show, and you told us it was going to be a spy show. When did it change into, what I see now is good.
It's a spy show, actually. The concept changed, obviously, and what we have now is kind of more of scripted reality of what our life is like on a day-to-day basis, going to regular school, living a normal life, but balancing being rock stars as well.
It's well written.
Thank you. Yeah, the writers that run our show are the guys from who did Shrek and Friends. So those two came together, and we took a lot of our stories from tours or funny things that had happened, and we tried to just kind of over-exaggerate them a little bit for the show, and like funny gags and things like that. Mm-hmm. That would obviously help the audience members and to understand the situations.
Because you really don't fall out a window.
Or have guitars that can play loud to hear for dogs to hear.
So Nick, when you said you wanted to run for president, you were just kidding. I'm assuming this got blown out of proportion, or are you serious about it? Because I'm reading that everywhere now.
No, I've been serious about it for a while, actually. It's funny because more and more the story kind of like picks up in different areas, but I talked about it a couple weeks ago too, and there was a bit of a little bit of heat around the story, but it kind of started off as a joke when I was younger, but then I started to think, what, maybe I actually will one day, and so we'll see what happens.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Mercy, there's a difference between wanting to run for office because of the good and the intellect you can do, and the BS and the crap you have to take it. Is this what you're doing right now, maybe training for that?
I don't know. I think parts of it are, but I think the thing about my kind of fascination with it is that I've always just been very interested. And so that kind of comes first before me actually wanting to run, just being very interested in the history and the White House and all that is the presidency.
What was it like? Was it Inauguration Day that you played at the White House for the
for the kids. It was an inaugural kid day, and so we had like a concert for all the kids.
in the White House?
First day that they were because we did that the night before. The next day we went and played in the White House for the girls and some of their friends, a little acoustic set. And the first night they were there, so it was pretty cool.
What was it like? I mean, do you have to go through a zillion things of security, and they set you up? Was it really cool being in a room in the White House?
You have to go through a bunch of security, and during that time it was really cold, and also it was really high alert security. And as you can imagine, you had to go through a lot of, and we're carrying guitar cases that could look like anything.
Yeah, you couldn't drive up till literally, I think it was like half a mile up to the White House.
It doesn't really matter though who you are, honestly. I mean, there's so many celebrities there that it doesn't matter.
Before we go, has the Idol thing happened yet? Has it happened? Well, tell me, how was it?
It was awesome. I did it actually on our day off, which was 2 days ago. 2 days ago.
Yeah, 2 days ago.
And it was really cool. Yeah, it was me and the 3 judges, and it went really well.
What'd you say the really crappy ones?
Did you really have to go at them?
Yeah, of course, yeah. I mean, you wouldn't have to go at them. You could do it in a positive, negative way, you know, give a positive and throw a negative in there. And I would be honest, you know. Someone told me I was the hardest judge so far, so.
From the celebrity corps.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
So you didn't say lousy or give it up, or what are you doing here?
I don't think I was like that, you know.
Isn't Simon a nice guy in person?
He is. He's a really nice guy. Got to hang out with him, talk to him, and he's really cool. And you know, same thing with Randy and Cara and most of them are all awesome. So I had a great time.
Did they talk about Paula at all? Did that come up at all? Whether or not she'd come back or anything?
We didn't really get into that too much. You know, we kind of kept it as like, would you like some peanuts and things like that. So it wasn't deep conversations.
Real quick for Nick and Joe, who's the craziest rumor you've heard that you were supposedly dating? What's the craziest girl that you were supposedly seen with, or that you picked up in a tabloid or the Inquirer that they link you with someone that's just ridiculous?
I went to dinner with my friend Brenda recently, and it was funny because it was there was paparazzi out front, and we were kind of just like I was going to drive her home. And so we tried to have like a diversion plan, 'cause we're not dating, but I think we just wanted to, you know, outsmart the paparazzi. And they were out. It just kind of made it worse because we got in the car separately, and of course they assumed that that we were dating. But that was probably the funniest recently. I think there's kind of the ongoing joke about that Kim Kardashian thing kind of keeps popping up in different places, but it's all good. I mean, I'm not going to sit back and tell someone not to stop talking about that. It's kind of a compliment, I guess. So I'll take
So you go down to the New Orleans Saints training camp.
Exactly.
Reggie's waiting for you. Well, guys, all the best. I think your success is continuing to roll. I'm really interested in your political career. Years from now, I'm going to be watching for it.
Do it.